Hello, good evening. How are you doing? DJ Mike TV, what's going on? Hey Sheila, Sherry. How you doing? Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Please make sure you give it a thumbs up on your way in. Thumbs up the live, please, and thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. How's everybody doing today? How is your Monday? Hopefully everybody had a wonderful Monday. For me, I had a good Monday as well. Did a lot of working today. And that's about all I did. I worked some long hours today. I had a little intermission because I had to run some errands, but I worked a lot of hours today. And yesterday, so I could definitely use some rest, some much needed rest tonight. But I hope everybody had a wonderful start to their week. And I hope you guys enjoyed the episode of Basketball Wives that we are going to review tonight. It is a new season, season 8, episode 1. And I was trying to figure out the title of the episode, but I think it just said, let me look on my phone real quick. Because I usually put the name of the episode on the title, but I could have sworn it just said Basketball Wives Season 8. Here we go. Basketball Wives Season 8. Why do people call me when I'm in the middle of a live? Basketball Wives Season 8, Episode 1. Yeah, it just says Episode 1, even when I checked on my phone. So, Episode 1. You said it should have been a hot mess. Oh my goodness. Somebody's trying to contact me. Let me try to inbox them real quick. Oh boy. Oh boy. I hope everything's okay. Because they keep calling me. I don't know why. Every time I go live, somebody's calling me. But anywho, did you get to watch it, Sheila? Did you get to watch it? I hope you did. I thought it was pretty good. You know, a pretty nice start to the season. I can see where it's already going as well. I think there's going to be a lot of issues between Evelyn and Jen and Shawnee, Cece and Kristen. I can even see some trouble on the horizon for even Thomas and his father, Byron. So y'all let me know what y'all think. But first, before I couldn't show you the finished product of what I did Saturday morning on the cake that I had made for somebody. Because when I went live yesterday, I went on Google Hangouts and I didn't have it set up where I could show you like my computer screen on Google Hangout to show you different things. So I'm going to show you guys that real quickly because I did say after I did the cake Saturday that I would post, excuse me, I would post a pic the final product. So let me see if I can find it. Let me see. I got so many open screens up here. Let's see. No, that's not it. That's not it. Okay. I think I found it. Okay, one sec. Okay, here it is. Okay, you guys. Here's the finished product from the cake that I had did live while I was well, we was basically, what was we talking about? We was talking about all kind of stuff Saturday morning. We was talking about everything Saturday morning. A lot of y'all who've been following me for a while know that I'm a personal custom cake decorator. So sometimes I'll do a live talking about whatever we decide to talk about, and I'll be decorating a cake the whole time while I'm talking to you guys. So this is the finished product for those who tuned in Saturday to that live. Anybody who tuned in, they saw me decorate from the very beginning to the end till I boxed it up. But that is the finished product. So I just wanted to show you guys because I said I would. Thank you so much. And if you guys want to check out more of my cake art, all you have to do is go to my Facebook page, Tanya's Delights Slice by Slice. And I also have a YouTube channel also called Tanya's Delights Slice by Slice, where I decorate cakes live on that YouTube channel. And of course I do it over here sometimes as well. So that's that. So let me get back to my main frame. Okay, now you guys, everybody who watched Love and did I say Love and Basketball? Hey, Auntie Donna and Victor Reyes. Thanks for joining in the chat tonight. I said Love and Basketball. That's one of my most favorite TV shows. Movies. But anywho, everybody who watched Basketball Wives, did you think it was a good start to the season? As far as the premiere, I actually did really enjoy it. So let's jump right into it. First of all, what Shani was going through with her son, I just want to say, was kind of really emotional. It was emotional for them, but it was also kind of emotional for me because I don't know too much about heart diseases and things like that, but I have a family member who suffers from an enlarged heart and other things that she's going through and be having complications from time to time. So when Shani was, explaining to us what her son had, her son Sharif had, what he was going through, she said he had a anomalous coronary artery disease, something like that, which is basically something that you usually get when it's like something you get as a fetal when you're born. And then they said most people don't find out that they even have it until they're like teenagers or adults, and it usually be from a lot of chest pains, a lot of stuff like that. So I'm glad that they caught that. They caught it in time. He had surgery. Everything was awesome. He's recovering, all that. So I am so happy to hear that, from Shani, because that was like real crazy how she started off the episode, talking about Sharif. But, and it was kind of cool, too, to see the family, like all the family. She said, it was her, it was Shaq, it was Sharif, it was all her kids, all her and Shaq's kids. And then not only them, got to travel, or chose to travel, I should say, to be with Sharif, for his heart surgery, but all their extended family, they came along, too. So I thought that was awesome, basically the whole family coming together, for Sharif and everything. So that was really cool. Now, as far as Shani goes, with her and Jen, what do y'all think about that relationship now? Like, at the beginning of the episode, well, not in the beginning, but like kind of halfway through the episode, Shani was, she was talking to Jackie, crazy Jackie. They was out shopping, for some items, centerpieces for the event that Shani was throwing, because, since she had went through this with her son Sharif, the heart thing, she had wanted to have like a sort of heart, I think she called it a heart health love event, something like that. And she wanted to not only make people aware of, the kind of disease that he had, but also to kind of like help motivate people to get checked more regularly, or regularly if all, because some people don't go to the doctor until they sick. So, I thought that was really nice for her to put that event together. But also on top of that, besides bringing the awareness, to people. She also wanted to kind of celebrate or give thanks or show appreciation to everybody, family, friends, loved ones, everybody who was there to support her, Sharif, and their family, during his time. That was really scary. So that was a really nice event. And she had told Jackie that she was inviting everybody. She wasn't going to invite Jen per se directly, personally invite her, but she was like, it's open, anybody could come. If Jen wants to come, she can come. But Evelyn, she was like, I don't know. I don't think Jen should come. I really don't think Jen should come because last season it ended horribly. Jen and Evelyn, I can't even foresee them becoming friends. It would take God himself to put their friendship back even a little bit close to where it used to be. You say, yes, they had to start with the mess. Jennifer, oh my gosh, she has lost her mind for real. You said there isn't going to be a relationship with mess Jennifer doing. The family that prays together. Amen. The family that stays together, pray together. And that's what I was saying. I'm like, I don't know if Jen and... See, first I was thinking about Jen and Evelyn. But then, come to find out, after we heard the words from Jen, what she had to say about Shaq and Shawnee, like, do y'all feel like Jen was, okay. First she said Jen could come. She was welcome. She was more than welcome. But that was before Shawnee heard what Jen had to say about her and Shaq. So when Jen came to the event, do y'all think she should have came? Or do y'all think she should have stayed home? Because when Jen decided to come, Shawnee still didn't know about what she said about her and Shaq. Shawnee didn't find that out till when people started arriving to the event, and they kind of pulled her coattail, pulled her to the side, and let her know what was said. Do y'all think Shawnee was dragging it out? Like, it is true. Everybody knows. I mean, everybody knows. Jim was like, it's not breaking news. It's not breaking news that your ex, your children's father, your ex-husband was out there in the streets wilding out with different women, through y'all relationship. And that is one of the reasons why him and Shawnee broke up and separated in the first place. But do you think that Jen should have came to the event at all? Because Jen, she had put, she wasn't getting along with nobody. She hasn't spoken to nobody. As far as them two, as far as Tammy, as far as Shawnee, she hasn't spoke to Evelyn. None of them ladies. So to show up at this event after everything that went down in Amsterdam, do you think she was wrong to show up? She did apologize. I mean, she did send out her, her concerns and everything. She had hit Shawnee up when her son was, going through it with his surgery and with his heart and, his health scare. She hit her up and said, you know what? No matter what happened, no matter what went, what we've been through, I just want you to know I am praying for you. I am praying for Sharif. I am praying for your family. I will keep you guys in prayer. I thought that was really nice that she reached out to her. Hey, Brian Calindo. Hey, how you doing? And that's why Jennifer ain't got no man. And you know what? When she was dating old boy from Sweetie Pies, what is his name again? When she was dating him, I didn't think that was going anywhere. I didn't think that was going anywhere. I thought he was just having some fun with Jen, while Jen wanted something a little more serious, because I think she wanted one of them Sweetie Pie restaurants. That's what I really think. I think she wanted a Sweetie Pie restaurant, or at least some free food for life. But anywho, that's a whole nother subject. She is, Jen can be really shady. She can be really shady. She can be really nasty. But some of them other ones can too. Like, okay, a couple of seasons ago, Tammy, I don't know if she kind of like found God, or she got a little religious, or she started meditating. I don't know what Tammy's been doing. But over the last few episodes, Tammy has really been like trying to stay in a peaceful place. Like how she dipped in and out of the event. We saw a lot of that last season. Tammy was like either not coming, or she came to an event and she hurried up and left, exit right, out of the event. And that's what she did again, this last episode. She came to the event. She told Shani, I'm not staying long. Told her straight up when she walked through the door and gave her little hug and little kiss on the cheek. She was like, I'm not staying long. I'm just letting you know. Shawnee's like, okay, I understand. You got to be in and out because, she's been doing that lately. So she's in that kind of space where I think she just no longer wants to be feuding with people all the time. Like, for years, all we see, every event, every vacation, road trip, field trip, everything they do is like somebody's fighting, somebody's not getting along. So, over the last few seasons, Tammy has kind of like reeled it back because she was one of the main ones. She was one of the main ones that was always causing drama. But yeah, Tammy, she ain't trying to go to jail. She's like, I'm older now. I got 2 grown kids. I got a man in my life. What I look like fighting, especially on TV. On TV where everybody can see you. They got basically proof that you put your hands on somebody. And nowadays, everybody want to press charges. Nobody wants to fight and just fight and walk away to see another day. They want to call the po-pos on people and they want to put people in jail. Then they want to try to sue you for half of everything you got. So yeah, she's being smart. She's like, you know what? So anyway, she came, she dipped in, she dipped right back out. You said, yeah, lawsuit. A lawsuit. But yeah. So, but still, do y'all think Shani was dragging it out? Like, I'm sorry. I understand why Shani was mad, and it goes back to the last season when it was allegations of Shaq. Remember, if y'all remember, it was a really, really heated altercation or situation, I should say, when Shani they had told her that Shaq allegedly had slept with some of her closest friends, like Evelyn. Do y'all remember that? Evelyn cried, crocodile tears, fell at Shawnee's feet. I didn't do it. I promise, I swear I would never sleep with your ex, your husband, none of that. And even though it was supposedly after they had, separated, still the point remains, you don't sleep with your friends, ex-husband, ex-boyfriend, baby daddy, one night stand, gigolo, whatever you want to call it. It's just, unspoken, girl code. It's just unspoken girl code. So, ever since then, I guess Shani has been feeling some type of way. So, when she invited Jen to the event, initially, well, she didn't personally invite her, but she put the invite out there. She said everybody's welcome. Jen knew she was welcome, and on top of that, Kristen told her she was welcome. So she came to the event. I don't think she expected Shani to be going off on her like that. I didn't even expect that from Shani. I don't even remember the last time I seen Shani jump like that, like get froggy like that. I cannot remember. I don't remember ever seeing her. I mean, I done seen Shani go get mad, go off, curse, but Shani, she normally tries to keep it a little lady, like, she normally tries to keep it, toned down. She might go off on you, but it'll be like it'll be like in a bougie type of way sometimes. Usually in a bougie type of way. But they have to hold good old Shani back. They had to hold her back. She was about to take off them heels and get off in Jen's butt when she walked through them doors. She couldn't believe she was there. But I don't know. I have to say, I think Shaunie kind of dragged it out. I think she kind of dragged it out. Everybody on that show knows how her husband was, how a lot of the basketball players was, how some of them still are, basketball, football, sports, period, entertainers, all that. A lot of them cheat on their wives, their spouses, their mates, or whatnot. And Shaunie knew he cheated on her a lot. I think she kind of dragged it out. The point is, the type of event that was going down, I could see if this was like at their crib, at their house, I don't know, at the zoo, anywhere. But this event, this was supposed to be a special event, for her son who was recuperating from heart surgery, and to, show everyone her appreciation for being there with them. And then she does all that, kicking and screaming, getting dragged out of there because Jen showed up. I don't know. Y'all let me know how y'all feel. But yeah, I think she kind of dragged it out. But anywho, we'll see what happens next if her and Shaunie actually get to sit down and try to figure this out, because right now it's like Jackie seems to be getting along with everybody for once. Shaunie, she's cool with everybody, of course, except for Jen. And it looks like not Malaysia. Well, Malaysia, she really doesn't have anything to do with any of that. But I just can't see how all these ladies will just come together again by the end of the season. But we shall see. But what do y'all think about Tammy and Reggie as far as them getting married? I have to admit, last season we saw a lot of Tammy. I don't want to get married. I don't want to marry you. Yes, I want to get married. No, I don't want to get married. Yes, I want to get married. No, she was going back and forth. At one time, Reggie was like, you know what? If you don't want to get married, you keep changing your mind. You want to marry me. You don't want to marry me. How about we just, call it quits? Because you obviously don't know what you want to do. I think that was one of the points that got to her and made her change her mind to marry Reggie. But I think she knew all along that she was going to marry Reggie. After that, when the season ended, we was under the impression Tammy's not going to marry Reggie. She decided she was going to stay with him. He wanted to stay with her. They in love. They feel like they're soulmates. They're made to be together or meant to be together. So he was like, okay, babe, you don't want to get married? I got you. I'm still going to be here. Even though she can't have kids, and we all know he wants to have kids. He's been wanting to have kids for a long time with her. Her kids are grown. So it's not like, he can raise her kids as his own. Her kids are grown. He can still love them as his own, which I'm sure he does, because it seems like they have a really, really, really nice, cool relationship. Her daughters and Reggie, really cool. Like, remember, one of his daughters was with him, when they was trying to, set up when he was planning a proposal, and he asked them, for their advice and helped him, do a lot of things to get it rolling. But, then it never happened because she told him, I didn't want to get married. So, he didn't have the opportunity to raise any kids with her, and her daughters are grown. But even with all that, he still like, you know what? I'm much younger than you. You're much older than me. You didn't try to have kids. It's probably not going to happen. But he loves her enough to stay with her. Regardless, their age difference. And I think their age difference is like, I don't know. I think their age difference is like almost 15, 17, 20 years, something like that. Hey, Miss Natalie Nolans. Hello, how you doing? Thanks for tuning into the chat. You said the talk with the father helped. He said something that wasn't nice to Tammy. Yeah. Yep, that helped too. But what I really believe, like towards the end of the episode, I really believe that she and him were going to get married and knew at that time they were going to get married, but they ended the show as if they weren't going to get married, but they're going to stay together and all that. I think it kind of helped with the storyline by us believing, why won't you marry him? What's wrong with you, Tammy? The man loves you. He didn't ask you to marry him all these times. He said he don't care if you can't have no kids, and this is a younger guy who's quite able to have probably as many children as he wants, and he still wants to be with you. So I think that they had already planned to get married. I'm just saying that's just what I think. And that just for the storyline's sake, they probably was like, we gonna let them all believe that we ain't getting married. That's what I really think. But y'all let me know what y'all think. But I think they are really a cute couple. I like them together. I love them together. They do seem like they are made to be together. Even with the age difference, that's really, kind of hard on certain couples. Like an age difference, because I tried to date an older guy before. Not much older, but I think he was like 13 years or something. This is a while ago. And I tried to date. It was kind of hard because it's like they set in their ways, and you. Not to say anything about, not to be disrespectful to the older people, the older generation. But I'm sorry. Once you get a certain age, I swear to God, it's like you get set in your ways and ain't no turning you back. Ain't no, the music. Why you like to listen to that type of music? That ain't nothing but a whole bunch of dabba. It's like... Now, there are some really cool older people, too, who still like to, they still have, not a young mind frame, but they're young at heart, you know what I mean? They like to listen to all kind of music, whether it's the new music, the old music, stuff like that. They're a little understanding of how, us younger people, and not like I'm all that young, but you know what I mean, people much younger than them act. But some older people is like, nope, I can't do it. I can't do it. But they are great together, so I'm happy for them. They got married, but she's not wearing her ring. And not only did she get married, but Cece and Byron Scott and Cece, they also got married. They got married in Tahiti. Tammy and them got married in the Cayman. She said they went to, I think she said they did their honeymoon in Caymans. But either way, Cece wearing her ring. She wearing her ring. She's proud of her ring. She's showing it off to everybody, Probably wakes up every morning just looking like, hey, this what my man bought me. But Tammy, on the other hand, she ain't trying to wear her ring. So about that, do you understand where she's coming from? Like, the reason why she says she don't want to wear her ring. She's saying that she doesn't want to wear her ring around the ladies because she doesn't know how many of them would be truly happy with her relationship, being married, truly, genuinely happy. I don't know. If I was married, I'm wearing my ring. I don't care who happy, who ain't happy. I'm married. I'm like, I was married now. My ring be... Look, y'all. Look. I mean, I get it, but I don't get it. I'm like, that's your ring. The ring that your man gave you. So you're not going to wear it, because you concerned what somebody else thinks about you being married. Girl, bye. See, that ain't the Tammy that I'm used to. The Tammy that I'm used to, she wouldn't give a doggone what anybody had to say about her ring, her man, her husband, her kids, nothing. But anywho, she ain't got her ring on, which threw Jackie off because Jackie's still sweating her. When you get married? Y'all belong together. Y'all a great couple. Y'all the next Bay and Jay. And I was like, Was Jackie drinking? Cause you know when Jackie starts to drinking, she can get on one. You said Tammy went to Vegas. Yeah, they went to Vegas and thank you. And then honeymoon in the Caymans. But Jackie, sometimes when she get too much of that liquor, it's all she wrote. It's all she wrote. I was like, Jackie, what you drinking? The next Bay and J. I'm like, come on now, not even close. I'm sorry, I love you. I'm like, I love you, Tammy. I'm so happy for you. But Bay and Jay, even Tammy was like, nah, you giving us too much. Maybe the next Cookie and Lucius line. I'm like, yeah, that works. And Doug Christie was like, yeah, that's a good one too. Doug be cracking me up because it's like half the time him and Jackie's relationship has always like cracked me up because they a trip. Remember how at the beginning when the show first started, well, when Jackie first got on the show and all the stuff that she would send Doug through, she would like, I mean, she was like a stalker. She had to know where he was every single minute of the day. She didn't trust nobody. Now she always used to say, I don't trust them women's while you out there on the road playing basketball. She would go wherever he went. Darn near down to sniffing his clothes when he come home, sniffing his drawers when he come home. She was really, really, really like really bad. But over the years, it seemed like she kind of, got that all together and stuff. I don't know if she figured, he can be trusted. He ain't gonna do nothing. Or maybe she figured, I am a bit touch of crazy. I do have a bit touch of crazy, which I'm sure she knows. But you said, nope, I don't wear my ring around anyone because they be too... Oh, you don't wear your ring either? Girl, I'll be like... Girl, yep, I don't know how many carats it is. I don't know where you got it from. I don't know, but it's on my finger. But like I said, I get it in her situation. I was like, I get it, but don't get it. But it is what it is. But I think they are a really cute couple, and I am happy for them. And Byron and Cece, again, they got married as well. How do y'all feel about Byron and his feelings towards Kristen? Now, remember last season when Kristen, they showed like a bit of that scene this episode when Kristen and them, Kristen was going off, she was going off on Cece. Like, y'all stay, I don't know if they still stay in the same spot, but last season they stayed like within walking distance, like blocks away from each other. And Kristen was upset because her husband's father, she thought was a horrible grandfather. Now, her husband's father, Byron, he was dating Cece. They now married. And she was trying to say both of them are horrible people because they don't never come see her kids. They don't never stop by and to their birthday parties, to holidays, Christmas, 4th of July. They don't never. And I was wondering back then, I'm like, why do people, I think I mentioned this, like, why do people, even to this day, I know people, don't nobody ever come here, when the last time you went to visit somebody? If y'all only a few blocks away, maybe if you started going over there maybe a little bit, maybe they'll start going over there a little bit, and how it works. But I do, and I'm sure everybody knows somebody who don't ever want to step foot out of their house unless they going to work or shopping or maybe church. As far as going over somebody else's house, they feel like they too good to go visit other people, but people should always feel like they want to come visit them. So I do know people like that. But anywho, how do y'all feel about how Byron feels? Like, he wants his son to be his best man, but because of Kristen putting him on blast last season and on the show calling them horrible, saying they don't care about their grandkids and da 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 da. And she was going off on Cece. Now, even though Cece wasn't married to Byron at that time, they were still living together, you know. And you know how it is when you're dating someone. If they got kids, you know, you spend time with the kids. You do for the kids. You know, you supposed to treat them, you know, as close to as your own as possible. So she just expected Cece to, you know, be there as a, well, she wasn't really, they weren't married, so you can't say like a grandparent or something, but you know what I mean, but he's like, you know, she did that, she blasted us on TV telling everybody we're horrible. I don't want her at my wedding, but I want her husband there, which is his son. So how do y'all feel about that? Do y'all think that's the right thing to do? Do ya? I mean, I think that would put his son in a very, very, very tough spot. Because my thing is, although his son might not have been the one to put them on blast on TV, but his son and him weren't even really on speaking terms, you know, around that time, because of how Kristen felt. They weren't, they didn't care about their grandkids. So, I don't know. I just think that puts his son in a tough spot, because it's like, okay, it's kind of like a tit for tat. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a tit for tat. Like, Kristen, whether we think so or not, she feels she had a valid reason why she was upset with her husband's dad and his girlfriend. Like, y'all never visit y'all grandkids. You never, holidays, you don't buy them gifts. You don't do this or nothing. She feels that she had a valid point, and her husband, which is Byron's son, he was kind of like in her corner, kind of, last season. You know, it wasn't like he was up there telling her, babe, don't say that, babe, don't do that. He was kind of like in her corner last season. So, and now the father, Byron, is like, well, I want you to come, but I don't want your wife to come. I don't know. I think it's a little tit for tat, and that's not helping anything. That just makes a situation a lot worse. I think if they were to like sit down and talk to each other and put all their issues on the table, and as a family come together to celebrate this wedding, you know, it might push them forward as a family. I don't know. That's just what I think. That, you know. But anyhow. So I wish the best for them. But as far as OG, you know what? It's funny. I almost forgot about OG. Ain't that bad? I'm like, when I saw OG at the event, I was like, oh shoot, I forgot all about OG. Because, you know, last season was her first season on the show. So I'm like, but how can I forget about her? That chick is, man, first of all, she plays professional, well, it's in the women's league. She plays, you know, professional women's league football. Kind of like the lingerie league where they wear like lingerie and they be out there playing football, and that girl, she can hit you and knock you out. She is really, really tough, really, really strong. But anywho, not only is Tammy married and Cece and them, but she's engaged. That's the word on the street. Y'all remember last season when OG, with her long distance relationship with her boyfriend Kwame, you know, that dude that played, you know, overseas football. He's also a basketball player. He's a professional basketball player, and he was playing overseas. And every time she would hint around to them, like, trying to move their relationship, you know, a little further, like moving in together, or her moving there with him, or him coming back to stay in the States, or, you know, marriage, kids, you know, every time she brought up stuff like that, he was like, he would put it was like he was good where they was, and he would express that, I'm good, we good, I'm good. You know, why, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. That was like his mentality. So now I hear that they are engaged. I guess after last season, or between last season and now, he proposed to her. She said yes. So it might be another wedding. I don't know if it'll be this season or not. I don't know if they'll show it like on this season. I'm gonna look into it because they had got engaged, and I don't know if, sometimes people can get engaged and the next second they marry. They done snuck off somewhere or had a quick wedding or whatever. So some of these things happen before it actually gets into the public. So I'll find out if they married by now or if they're still engaged, and if they're what their plans are. I'll try to find out before the next episode. But yeah, so that's pretty exciting for OG, because I think she's a pretty nice lady, and she would make a pretty nice wife. That's my girl. I like her. I don't know why, but I like her. But Jen, back to Jen. I'm gonna end it off on Jen. Matter of fact, let me take a drink. Back to this event. Okay, first of all, when Jen was invited to the event, Shani told everybody to wear red in honor of, heart, health, love. That's like the name of the event. That's what the event, that's what it was, circled around, heart, health, and love. Jen walks up in there in all black. She came really, really late. And that's another reason why I asked y'all earlier, should Jen have stayed her butt at home? Because just the way she was looking, it didn't seem like she really wanted to be there. It seemed like she just wanted to make her presence known, because she really ain't kicking it with a lot of people in the group anymore. And she knows how Shani felt about her and how Evelyn feels about her. So I think she was just trying to make some big grand entrance. I don't know, maybe to strike a nerve with people. I don't know, but I thought that was really disrespectful, because although other people who attended, some of them might have been wearing beige, brown, white, I saw people in different colors, but she asked the ladies of the show, of the cast, to wear a certain thing. And she came up there, and Kristen, right on her side. They both walked up there together in black. I was like, what was up with that? That was the first thing, I think, Shani, that pissed her off, because after she had heard about what Jen had said about Shaq, then she saw her coming through the doors, and she's wearing all black, and she's late. Shani then gave the speech. I mean, everything. And she just comes strolling in there. You know how Jen is. She comes strolling in there with her little lips poked out, and her like she's walking down the catwalk or something, all slow motion. So she comes in there, and Shawnee's like, oh, hell no. No, she didn't. Just come up in there like that, man. I'm like, again, I don't know. I really think Shani kind of dragged it out, though. I really think she dragged it out, because Me Too naturally knows Me Too. Honestly, I love, well, I can't say CC or Kristen or OG, because them is like new chicks, but I literally do love all the ladies, all of them, even Crazy Jackie. I love all of them, but I think Shani was still dragging it out. And Jen, she had a point. Your man, Shaq, was well known to be out there doing whatever he wanted to do with other people. But how she was up there sitting on the chair like, well, it's true. It's facts. They was looking at her like, Jen, really? Shawnee's pissed off. They dragging her out of here because she want to claw your eyes out, and you're just sitting there like, but it's true. It's facts. She always give me this Valley Girl stuff. Jen always gives me this Valley Girl stuff. This bougie Valley goody two shoe. I don't know. I don't know. But she was like, I just don't see why Shawnee's upset. And the other lady was like, girl, but again, Shawnee, I think she, kind of drug it out, because no matter how she feels about his indiscretions, he was out there. He was out there. I mean, he was out there. So if somebody's talking, and then Shawnee was like, "You disrespecting my sons. You disrespecting my family. You disrespecting they daddy." And then how is she disrespecting if she's like, your man was out there with? I mean, it's facts. It's really, really facts. Shawnee was pissed. She was pissed. I was like, oh my god, I ain't never seen Shawnee like that before. But anyway, I'm looking forward to next episode, because I gotta see how this ends. I gotta see if they gonna get into it at the party, or is everybody gonna leave? Because they was telling Jen, like, dang, everybody's gone. Where everybody just left. You walked in and everybody just dispersed. And she was like, oh well. She be cracking me up. But oh, you know what? Let me tell you the funniest part of this episode for me. The funniest part of this episode for me was when Evelyn and Jackie and Kristen, when they went to see that shaman. Now Evelyn said, after the trip to Amsterdam, when, everything got blown up and everybody was fighting, and remember tables was being picked up, and oh my god, that was crazy last season. But she was like, after all that, my whole mind, soul, body, spirit, everything is just not right. And she's like, I'm having all these pains in my body. She said she thought somebody had put an obia on her. And if you know what an obia, if you don't know, now Miss Natural New Orleans, you might know about that. Something to do with spells, and I'm just saying because you down there in the New Orleans, you down there. And back in the day, I don't know if they still do, but back in the day, people practiced voodoo down there, obia, spells and stuff like that. So she was like, you know what, I think is affecting my health, and I want to go see a shaman. And those shamans, they do all the meditating on you and throw some stuff on you and, all that other kind of stuff. When that shaman had her laying there and he was putting hot rocks on her, like, from head to, putting hot rocks on her and doing all kind of other stuff, Jackie was like, no, he ain't. Look, he about to put that on her stuff. He about to, her stuff. He about to put, I ain't gonna say the real words. He's like, he gonna put that stuff on her. He gonna put that on her stuff. She's like, look, he did it. Man. They show Evelyn and he had hot rocks down there on her. I'm like, oh my god. I know them rocks was hot. And I'm like, I'm up here like, anybody ever have a hot rock like massage or spa? Go to them spas and they use like the hot rocks and stuff. Them things do be hot, and they put it down there on her, and she was just laying there all calm, like, now your stuff is burning up. Your stuff is burning up, but she was just laying there. Jackie was like, Did you see him put them hot rocks on her stuff? I was cracking up. See, that's why I love Jackie. Because Jackie, she's crazy. She's funny. She will say the darndest things. And you're like, what the heck? Is you drinking? And I say that from time to time because Jackie, she used to drink a lot on the show. She used to drink a lot, and she'd be twisted, faded, laid back, in the cut, drunk. But that was funny. So that was my most funniest part of this show. I really did enjoy the show. I hope you guys enjoyed it as well. I'm looking forward to finding out if by the end of the season, if Kristen and Cece will become close again. Because, they okay, now y'all remember, the reason why Malaysia has been so insistent and persistent or whatnot, on Kristen and Cece becoming cool again. Because let's not forget that Kristen, Cece, Malaysia, they are all kind of like family. They are all kind of like family. If y'all don't remember, Malaysia, basically Malaysia, she is cousins with Cece's husband. They were dating last season. Now Cece and him are getting married or got married or whatever. And so Malaysia, her cousin is Byron. Byron's son is Malaysia's cousin. So, therefore, when Byron's son, Thomas Scott, when he married Kristen, that made Malaysia and Kristen like cousin-in-law. And the same with Cece, when she married, Byron, which is Thomas's dad, Byron's the dad, Thomas the son. Her and Malaysia is like cousin-in-laws. So they're like all one family. So that's why Malaysia, for y'all who don't understand or didn't know, that's why Malaysia is constantly trying to get Kristen and Cece to be cool again and to make up, kiss and make up and all that, because they're technically all family. And Malaysia done said it many times before, this is messing with the entire family when it comes to holidays, when it comes to birthdays, when it comes to reunions, all that kind of stuff. They all family. So that's why Malaysia wants them all to get along. So I just wanted to remind everybody of that, because some people's like, now why is Malaysia, why is she so set on them getting back together all the time and being friends? But yeah, so that's why. Yep, you said right. Yep. But yep, that's all I got on this episode. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Tomorrow, I think we're going to do Handmaid's Tale. I think we're going to do the Handmaid's Tale tomorrow. And then Wednesday, we're going to do, it's on the tip of my tongue. Why can't I remember the name of the show? I can't remember the name of the show. It's on the tip of my tongue. Give me a second. Oh, but while I'm thinking about this, I do want to do Love and Hip Hop too. Love and Hip Hop. I think that just started again too. But as far as the show that I'm referring to, let me go out here and check the title. I can't believe I forgot the name of the show. But anyway, hold on. Give me one sec. Just one sec. Not Queen Sugar. Okay. Games people play. So, tomorrow is gonna be Handmaids. Wednesday, it's gonna be, well, actually, maybe I should do it the other way. Maybe tomorrow I should do when Games people play, because I think they came on yesterday, and the Handmaids came on today. So it'll be one or the other. Tomorrow it'll be either Games People Play or Handmaid's Tale, or vice versa on Wednesday. So you guys make sure you have the notification bell hit so that you can get the notifications for my lives or when I do an upload. And thanks everybody for tuning in tonight. Thank you for commenting in the chat and chopping it up with me. I really do appreciate it. And again, thumbs up the like. But in the meantime and in between time, Prime Time Squad, PT Squad, stay safe, be blessed, and I'm out. Deuces. Good night, everybody.